up, YouTube? Sam from Nebula X here with the next war recap video. So, as you can see, we have been on a little bit of a run recently, getting back to our winning ways. So I am going to go ahead and recap the last kind of two wars, pull in some attacks from both. So the first one is going to be up against 4 horsemen, and X getting the win 74-52. Really, really nice war from everybody over at X, and 1 star away from the perfect war. So just missing the 3-star on their number one, a Town Hall 11 in this case. So let's go ahead and show actually that attack and how close it came to being a perfect war for X. So you can see here the dude is going to go in with a go wee wee. There are some holes in this base, so he is going to exploit those, dropping in a couple of barbs to get that easy CC lore and setting off one of the giant bomb spots. Is going to go ahead and do the double poison on the CC kill, so we'll go ahead and speed through that. But in my opinion, that is going to be what cost him here. It is going to come down to time. So just these drop-ins on a few of these, getting some of those traps triggered, and that long CC kill is really going to be what sets him up here. So going in with a little bit of a queen walk from the 6 o'clock position, got a wizard down just to create that funnel. Going to have the queen step up and then push off towards the east. So there she goes. She is going to be fine. Level 40 queen. Very nice there. And then he's got the go wee wee lined up from there. So queen getting into a little bit of trouble here. And then that max air defense getting on a couple of his healers. Rages up the queen. Going to push her through quickly. Is going to lose a few of those healers a little bit earlier than expected. So is going to have to kind of deal with that. But with that beefy level 40 queen, she's still going to get a lot of value on this queen walk here. So she is setting up a few traps here, which is helpful. Is going to take out 1 air defense there. And then with all this point D on her, going to have to use a second rage spell on the queen with only 1 healer left. And unfortunately, she is on her last leg here, going to make her way around the bottom side of the base. And then hopefully engage that enemy queen. So here comes the golem. And the eagle artillery activating now. Some wizards in behind to back it up. There's the attacking king. Going to go in, get that enemy queen taken care of. And then the witches and the warden being all deployed together. Jump spell is going to get him access into the core of this base. Drops a free spell just to take care of that initial inferno tower there. You can see his queen is still up, and there is the warden's eternal tome ability activated early in the raid to keep as many of his troops up as possible. It is very critical to activate that ability earlier rather than later. Get the most benefit of that. So working his way towards that multi-target inferno on the backside, plenty of skeletons up to distract that. There is some splash damage coming in at his skeleton army, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. But as you can see, he's got witches working the outside of the base up top. The king is down, but the queen and the warden are in the center, sniping things down. So everything is going really, really nicely in this attack for the dude. But as you can see, just 29 seconds left. Still a big portion of the base left to be taken out. His queen is now being targeted by that air defense, or I'm sorry, by that archer tower, which she cannot reach. So she is going to go down momentarily. All of those witches and wizards, or witches, wizards, and skeletons working their way around the 9 o'clock position. But with just a few defenses left, they are just not going to be able to get it done on time. So very, very nice attack from the dude. 95%. So just, a few seconds away from the perfect war for X. So nice attack. Good try. And we will get on to the next one. So gonna move down a couple of spots to their number 4 Rockefeller, and Marked taking it out, our number 6 player, and doing it with a penta. So really nice attack here. Goes ahead, drops down a hog, gets the easy CC lore here. Is going to go ahead and bring it up here with a minion. So really nice anchor troop here with the minion. Brings everything up, drops the poison spell to take care of the bulk majority of that clan castle. As soon as that wizard goes down, gonna go ahead and drop in a bunch more minions in behind. Uh, so the dragon is slowed down, and all those minions gonna take him out very, very quickly. Um, so very nice clan castle kill on this one, and then drops in 3 lava hounds early. Their job is to get in there, soak up those traps. But you can see low level air defenses in this war, dropping rage spells. So he's already got 3 lava hounds in. Here comes the fourth and the fifth. And then just dropping in those balloons, targeting as many defenses as possible, keeping everything raged up. Obviously, the enemy queen is still up, and she is actually going to get taken out by pups here. So raged pups are going to just annihilate almost any queen, below level 15. So as long as he can get his balloons moving in and moving through, and then get those pups coming in behind to take out the enemy queen, this one is over. And you can see there a couple of pups getting on her. They're raged up, and they're going to take her out relatively quickly. All of those balloons still left up, and only 2 defenses left over, still hasting balloons through, and that is going to be that. So, absolutely fantastic raid to our boy Marked. Absolutely killing it on the air attacks, and we will just 4x through this. He still has 1 lava hound up. Beautiful split on the balloons. Drops the queen ability at the last moment for no reason. So, nice attack to our boy Marked. Alright, let's move down a few more spots to their number 8, Jeff. No. What am I looking for? Okay. Well, we'll just go ahead to their number 9, and let's just watch Walter instead. So I really like this attack. Interesting composition from our boy Walter. He's going to do this with sort of an AQ charge mass witch attack. So drops down those earthquakes just to open everything up in the base, and then is going to go ahead and drop down his queen and those healers. And you can see she is going to make her way into the base. I'm not sure the purpose of the wall breakers in this attack. Not sure if he was trying to push her in at a different point. Did drop 1 there early, and it's going to drop a few more here in just a moment. So I'm not entirely sure what his plan was there. If he wanted the queen to walk up the side of the base, but this worked out really nicely because she is going to come in. Golem comes out of the CC, a couple of wizards just to create the right side of that funnel, and then here come all of those witches. Poison spell is down to meet the enemy CC, and then the king is coming in behind all of that. Those witches, once raged up, are going to absolutely tear through that clan castle. The queen's working her way into the rage as well, and you can see there quickly into the core of this base. He just keeps everything raised up, just moving through very, very quickly through the inside of this base. Both abilities still in the bag, and so this is looking really, really nice. Healers are getting targeted by that air defense, but it's no problem. They're kind of keeping the king up, and then drops down just a couple of troops around the outside just to help pick off some of those buildings. So mass witches just straight through the core of this base, a couple of witches and a wizard on the right side, a minion and an archer on the left side, clearing things up. The last defense going down right here, and that is it. So very nice plan from our boy Walter. Both hero abilities still in the bag and taken home. Full health heroes on this one, so be able to do some nice farming raids or get his next war attack up very, very quickly. So nice attack to Walter. Very nice AQ charge with these witches. All right, let's go down a couple of spots. Turbo Fry making himself kind of always on these recaps. So he's doing some really nice attacks recently. Gonna come at this with a traditional go-ho. Drops down, gets the easy CC lore, and is gonna drop down those poison spells. We will go ahead, fast forward through that. Turbo 1 to always just to save one poison spell for ground skellies, which is really, really nice to see that still happening. Despite the fact that obviously you can drop 2 poison spells. So gonna go ahead and get this dragon taken care of, and then we will get back into the raid. So Shattered Golems coming in. Gonna back that up with just a couple of wizards. Normal Town Hall 9 getting set up into a raid. As you can see, this Town Hall 9 still relatively early. No queen for some reason. And if you saw that there, Turbo did come in with a mass swarm of wall breakers there, and they ate a giant bomb on the outside. So had to drop that jump spell a little bit earlier, I believe, than anticipated. I think he wanted to use that to get all the way to the core. And now you can see the queen going for a walk on him. But those golems and the king moving in to the base, so they're doing a good amount of tanking. His king going down, goes ahead, pops the ability there. Is going to jump over that wall, get that air defense taken out, and then now he's tanking some of those Teslas. Brings in the hogs from the bottom side of the base, and you can see a large amount of those double giant or those bombs on the outside. So they're not going to do any good. Really no traps on the inside of this base, so just dropping heals as necessary. The hogs just kind of running through everything. And there is just nothing that's going to stop them here. Goes ahead, drops that poison spell down on the enemy king to slow his incoming damage. Probably not necessary here. He's got 25 or so hogs still left up. So the king going to pick them off kind of one at a time. But they are going to turn around after that last defense and just get on him and annihilate him. Queen doing some really, really nice cleanup for him. The hogs working their way. Some of them coming back in. Got a lonely golem in here. So because he had to use that jump spell a little earlier than anticipated, that golem kind of got landlocked on the inside of this base. But great job to our boy Turbo. He's just been killing it. Really, really nice attacks and getting it done. Really starting to understand Town Hall 9, breaking down some bases. So let me get on to the last attack from this war, and it is going to be our girl Mud Hen going in with the Hog Rush. So, really nice job to our girl Mud Hen on this one. So just dropping in some hogs. As you can see, bombs going off on the outside of the base, so not the best design. Is going to use an archer to anchor over those skeletons and that dragon. And then we'll go ahead and get the easy CC kill here. Saves that poison spell for those ground skellies, and then is going to come in just with an Asian wall of hogs. Just dropping heal spells as necessary, keeping those hogs full health as they make their way through the base. Some CC hogs coming in here from just about 4 o'clock as these two major groups of hogs just kind of rip through everything, and then it's going to perfectly drop this last heal spell right in the middle. So as those hogs converge into the center to take out those last few defenses, they will all get the benefit of it. They are going to have to work their way back to that one Tesla, but no problem. Plenty of hogs up. So fantastic job to Mud Hen, and right here drops that poison spell. Believe wanted to slow down the incoming damage from the enemy king there, but he walked out of that immediately. But still plenty of hogs to get this one done. So great job to our girl Mud Hen. She has also been killing it at Town Hall 8. So we are seeing some very, very nice attacks. Always great when our Town Hall 8s can get things cleaned up really, really quickly. It gives our 9s and our 11s a chance to really go at some of the top bases here. So let me back out of this war and move over to our next one. Only a couple attacks to show from this one. Up against this clan, Reaped Thy Soul. Had high expectations for this one. Level 6 clan. They had a really, really high trophy count for joining their clan, so we were really excited, hoping to see that they would bring some really, really nice attacks. But as you can see, they didn't even go at our top base. We're able to 3-star a few of our top Town Hall 9s, and then kind of struggled with some of our 9s. And they actually had to use a lot of nuke attacks on our Town Hall 8s. So we were a little bit outmatched in this war. We only had one Town Hall 11, and the rest are Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 8s. They did have one Town Hall 11 and 2 Town Hall 10s, which gave them just a little bit of an advantage as far as attacks, and then they were able to use a lot of nukes from Town Hall 9s to get those 8s done. But X pulling it out by 5 stars in this war. So very, very nice war. Again, we're going to watch the dude on this one, and he is going in on a Town Hall 10. So it is very, very important to have Town Hall 11s who can consistently drop down to take on some Town Hall 10s and 3-star consistently. It's very important in these high level wars. Um, Obviously, a little bit of a bully attack here, but having 10s that can go up in 2-star 11s and 11s who can drop down in 3-star 10s consistently is really going to help the clan. So goes in, earthquakes open, and then the golems coming down, the wizards in behind, and then here come the witches, the wizards, and the Grand Warden. So everybody coming in, rages through, is going to get to this multi-inferno very, very quickly. As you can see, no free spells for his Inferno Tower, so very confident that he's going to get through. Goes ahead, pops the Warden ability, drops the next rage spell to keep everything raged up, moving through the core. All those Teslas are in there, but everything is just melting down very quickly. Onto that second multi-inferno, that's going down quickly. And he has just torn through the core of this base. Did eat a giant bomb there in the core, which did take out a good portion of his wizards and witches. But he has more than enough still left here. Still has the king ability, still has the queen ability. Got some wizards working the trash ring on the right-hand side of this base. And as you can see, there are pretty much no defenses left. Just one Expo is the only major threat, and it goes down there to the golems. So we will go ahead and fast forward this just a little bit because he is pretty much in cleanup mode here. Plenty of skeletons up, plenty of witches. The warden still at full health. The king still at full health, and the queen still at full health. Goes ahead, pops the king ability. Is going not pops the queen ability there just at the end. But a very, very nice attack to the dude. So great one. So let's move down a couple of spots. And our boy Pierre. So Pierre making a name for himself with these Gola attacks. A couple of recaps in a row here with Pierre on there. So doing this one, more of a traditional Gola loon. Going to come in, get the enemy queen taken care of, get that CC taken care of, and then has got the lava hounds to get to the remaining air defenses. So is going to come at this from the bottom, wants to get one of those level 7 air defenses taken care of, and the enemy queen. So got the golems in, the wizards in behind just to create that funnel. Here comes the king, the queen, and then in just a moment, hopefully that jump spell is going to go down. The golems are going to reroute. The king is going to go in. He should just be in range. There is a lava hound in the CC, so no issues here because not too many air targeting troops in the area. The queen is going to get on that momentarily. Goes ahead, drops that heal spell down just to keep everything up as it moves through the core of this base. So the first air defense is down. The queen is down. The king about to get to that second air defense, and then he is ready to unleash his lava hounds. Has got 3 of them left for the last few air defenses. Sends them in first, soaking up those traps, and then is going to work his way counterclockwise around this base. Low-level air defenses in this case, so again, seeing another clan not putting too much emphasis on these air defenses, drops a rage spell down just to move everything onto that air defense very quickly, get those Teslas taken care of. The Expos are set to ground, so no issues there. And then the last Lava Hound coming in needs to get to that air defense quickly. It is a level 7, but all of those balloons just funneling their way right towards it. Drops another rage spell down. Those balloons going to get to those archer towers and then going to get on that air defense very quickly. And that is going to be it. There are a few defenses left over, but with that massive swarm of balloons, there is going to be nothing that is going to stop this attack. So very, very nice attack to our boy Pierre. We'll go ahead and fast forward through this. Drops those wizards down. They're just going to help with the trash ring. A lot of high HP buildings left over, but with this many balloons and these pups spread out the way they are, this is going to be just fine. So there was a cannon over there. The balloons did have to work their way over there, which was unfortunate because of all the high HP down here at the 6 o'clock position. But everything going to make its way back there in time. The pups are now there. The balloons splitting just perfectly, getting both of those gold storages at the same time. And it is another 3-star. So very nice attack to Pierre. Absolutely killing it recently with these Gola attacks, which is very, very nice. Alright, move down a few spots to there, number 12. Not a lot of great base designs, between these two wars, so didn't want to go with a full recap on both. Just kind of figured I'd combine both of them with some nice attacks. So Bobby doing this one a little bit unorthodox of a base design here, but does get the easy CC lore there, and then is going to go ahead and drop down the poison spell. So we will fast forward through this. We all have seen this multiple times. So very nice job there, and then is going to come at this with shattered golems, a couple of wall breakers going really early just to open things up. The wizards are down to create that funnel. And then he is going to send the king, who is unfortunately almost going to go for a walk on him, but then thinks better and turns back in, drops a jump spell just to get him access to the enemy queen. King going to go in there, take her out. The queen is also moving her way in. And then because of the way that this base is set up, gets one of the bombs there. And it's just going to sort of bring all of his hogs from the opposite side. So a lot of things are kind of distracted. Drops a heal spell down there. At the bottom, you can see single bombs going off. The heroes and the golems working the top side of the base. So the hogs just making their way through this base, kind of dropping them. Still got 6 of them left over. And we'll drop them in momentarily. So he's got Wizard working down towards the bottom of the base just to get on that cleanup. He's got 1 heal spell left, goes ahead and drops it there with those Wizard towers. As soon as everything's distracted, drops in those last 6 hogs. And those are going to be the last few defenses. The enemy, or the attacking queen there, still in there. So she is kind of working it. Drops in... Oh, I'm sorry. The last heal spell goes down there. The queen is down. He's got 1 wizard down here kind of working the bottom side of this ring. A few archers just in the core of the base. But for the bulk majority of it are these hogs that are going to get the job done. So very, very nice attack to our boy Bobby. Still killing it with the go-hos. So we encourage, all of our Town Hall 9s, especially early on, to really get comfortable with the go-ho attacks. Because it is the bread and butter. Pretty much of every Town Hall 9. So, very, very nice attack to our boy Bobby. And we will do one more and then finish this recap up. So we will check out Aiden, Town Hall 8, going in on Town Hall 8. This base, very, very popular internet base. We smash this all of the time. Typically Mass Hogs or Go Valo. So just wanted to bring this one because Aiden doing it very, very nicely with the Mass Hog. So going to go ahead, get the CC Lord out, take care of it with the poison spells, and we will fast forward through that. And then here come the Hogs, just surgical deployment. Obviously the double giant bomb is right here in the base in between those archer tower, or those 2 air defenses. So wanted to go surgical to make sure that you don't have a huge group of Hogs eat that double giant bomb. And as you can see, not even going to worry about really healing that group. Just going to go ahead and let them get in there and die. And the remaining hogs just going to work their way around through the heal spells. The CC hogs coming through. So just kind of working his way counterclockwise through this base. Already got the cleanup troops coming down. And then these hogs coming around to these last defenses. Drops the last heal spell down. Just to see them through to the end. And they're going to get to that cannon, the mortar, and the archer tower, and that will be the end of this raid. As soon as that's done, they're going to turn around, they're going to beat those skellies down, and they're going to beat the enemy king down. And that will be that. So absolutely very, very nice raid to Aiden. These foreign bases never going to do well against clans that have seen them. I think we've seen this, this base maybe 100 times in war. So every time we see it, just looking for new ways to just smash it. But tried and true methods work out very, very well. So great job to everyone at X, just, getting back onto our winning streak, which is very, very nice. So hopefully we can keep this one going for a long time. And I look forward to bringing you guys the next recap. As you can see, we are about halfway through the war, and we have already pulled off the perfect war against Gordy's guild. So I will be bringing something special for that one. But until next time, this is Sam. Peace.